Hello, how are you? I am Shuvendu Shekher Chakravarty. Today I am going to take an English class of class 9 on your English for today. And our today's class will be on Unit 5, Lesson 3. The name of the lesson is Man and Climate. From today's lesson, we will come to know the following things. First, we will know greenhouse gases. And second, causes of the increase in the environment. And third, how trees can help save our environment. Okay, dear students, keep these things in your mind, and after the lesson, you will just ask yourself that whether you can know the things. You have just been successful to know the things. We will see later. Now, let us start the lesson. First, in A, you can see discuss the questions in pairs. But it is not possible to discuss things in pairs because you are at your home. But at least we can just take these things in our mind and we can just think. First thing is, number one, can man influence the climate? If the answer is yes, explain how. So what do you think? Can we can we just in any way influence our climate? And then the second thing is, which human activities are responsible for increasing carbon dioxide in the atmosphere? So what we are doing that are contributing to the increase of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere? You continue thinking. And the third point is, how can trees help save our environment? We know that trees are a very important element of our environment. And do they help in any way to save our environment? Okay, we will come to know all these things by reading the lesson. So let's go and read the lesson first. Humans can neither change the sun's radiation nor the Earth's orbit around the sun. So, dear students, you know that radiation is very powerful and dangerous ray that comes from the sun. And orbit is a curved path that is followed by any planet. So, the Earth is moving around the sun. And this is the natural process. And the powerful rays are also coming from the sun. And this is also a natural process. So, we can't change in any way this natural event, right? And then, but they can control the increase in the amount of greenhouse gases and its effect on the atmosphere. So the term has come, greenhouse gases. So do you have any idea, students, what is greenhouse gases? Yes, these are the harmful gases which are contributing to the increase of global temperature. And these gases include carbon dioxide, nitrous oxide, water vapor, then ozone, methane, etc. And these gases are increasing nowadays in large amount, and they are also creating a great effect. They are also increasing the global temperature. So let's see next. Only during the last 100 years, the carbon dioxide concentration has been raised alarmingly in the atmosphere. So concentration means a lot of something in one place. So what happened, you know, that in last 100 years, carbon dioxide has increased alarmingly in our atmosphere. And we humans can be held responsible for this. So now you can think that how we are just increasing this harmful gas in our atmosphere. In many, many ways. We are running our cars, we are running our industries, and all our cars, industries, brick fields, everything that just emit black smoke. And you know, this black smoke contains many harmful gases, but the major one, the most significant one, is carbon dioxide. Okay, let's see next. The main cause of the increase in carbon dioxide level in the atmosphere is the burning of fossil fuels. So what is fossil fuels? It's the natural fuels such as coal or gas or petroleum. And we are nowadays burning fossil fuel because without burning fossil fuel, we can't do anything. We can't run our car, we can't run our bus, we can't run our industries also. And burning fossil fuel means it will emit a lot of black smoke in the atmosphere. Since the end of 19th century, industrial activity is increasing rapidly, giving rise to many factories. So we know that after industrial revolution, what happened? That each and every country has started setting up mills and factories. And all these mills and factories are using these fossil fuels. In order to run their industries, they are using it as an energy. But ultimately, this is creating harmful gases in the atmosphere. And in this way, carbon dioxide is increasing in our atmosphere. And we know that not only carbon dioxide, some other harmful gases also, like methane, like CFC, like ozone, these gases are also increasing in our atmosphere. These factories required energy which was produced through the combustion of coal. And there is an important word, that is combustion, and it means the process of burning something. So we are also burning coal to run many industries, and this coal also just emit black smoke. And the black smoke contains the carbon dioxide and other harmful gases. Besides coal, other sources of energy such as mineral oil and natural gas were also burned to heat our houses, run cars and airplanes, and to produce electricity. So mineral oil is that type of oil that is derived from crude petroleum oil. That means unrefined petroleum oil. And also natural gas we are using. So we are using this type of energy in order to heat our houses. In the cold countries, you know that they have to heat their houses and they have to use this type of energy. And again, for running our cars and for just running our airplanes, we use this type of energy. But whenever we burn this type of energy like mineral oil, like other natural gas, then what happens, you know, that a lot of carbon dioxide is accumulated in the atmosphere. Nowadays, about 85 million barrels of crude oil are burnt daily. So I just already told you that crude oil means unrefined oil. And burning of this unrefined oil is very, very harmful to our environment, because this type of unrefined oil emits a lot of black smoke, a lot of just harmful substances in the atmosphere. And among these harmful substances, one important one is lead. So every time a fossil raw material is burned, it releases carbon dioxide into the air. So fossil raw material, what does it mean? It means that type of materials which include coal, petroleum, natural gas, etc. So whenever we burn this type of fossil raw material, then what happens? Then we release a huge amount of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. Now let us come to the next para. Therefore, it is clear that more and more greenhouse gases like carbon dioxide are being generated worldwide by humans. So there is one word that is generated, and generated means produced. So by this time you must have come to know that what we humans are doing. We are actually producing a lot of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere by our own activities. And by this time you have come to know that what are the activities, right? You have come to know that these activities are running our cars, running the buses, all type of motorized vehicles. Whenever we run these motorized vehicles, then we have to use this energy, this fossil fuel. And at the same time, we are also running our mills and industries, because our civilization is dependent totally on these mills and factories. Okay, and these mills and factories just emit black smoke. They release a lot of black smoke. So we are producing a lot of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. Moreover, we are also strengthening the greenhouse effect by deforestation, which means cutting down trees. So strengthen means to make or become stronger. And what is deforestation? Of course, you know that deforestation means cutting down trees. So what is happening? That we are cutting down trees for a lot of various reasons. We are clearing forests. And when we are clearing forests, then ultimately, again, we are contributing to the increase of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. Then, every year, enormous areas of forests are being destroyed by people to obtain wood and to clear regions for mining and to create pasture. So, enormous areas of forest means vast areas of forest, large areas of forest. We destroy vast areas of forest every year. Why? To obtain wood or to clear regions. Regions means areas. We want to clear a vast area for doing something. For doing what? For suppose mining purpose. What is the meaning of mining? Mining means the process of digging something out of the ground. So suppose there is gold. Okay, there is gold, there is diamond, or there is something else, a very valuable thing for human. And for this reason, what we have to do? We have to clear the forest. In order to just ensure the cutting process, digging process, we have to clear the forest. And then again, sometimes we are making pastures. What is pasture? It's a grazing land. It's a grazing land filled with grass, little grass, or other low plants. So these grazing lands are necessary for people. Okay, let's see next. This loss of the forest causes dual problems. Dual means double problems. So two types of problems are being created for the loss of forest. Trees that are burned up release large volume of carbon dioxide gas into the air. So we are burning trees, and these burning trees, burning means it will just somehow increase carbon dioxide. And at the same time, on the other hand, as forests absorb a lot of carbon dioxide from the air and deliver oxygen instead, we also destroy an important storehouse of carbon dioxide when we clear forests. So absorb means take in or soak up. So we know that trees take in carbon dioxide and release oxygen. So when we are destroying trees, then we are destroying the possibility of carbon dioxide being just taken in by trees. So what is happening? Again, carbon dioxide is increasing in the atmosphere. So from the recent days, we can see the example that few months ago in rainforest, what happens that large amount of forests have been cleared. And it is often alleged that some people living in the Amazon forest, they have done so in order to make their pastures, in order to feed their cattle. So from today's lesson, what we will come to know, we will learn later. But before that, what we have to do, that we have to read the statements and we have to just see that whether we can say these statements are true or false. And if you find false, then you have to try to give the correct information. Okay, so the first sentence given here is, fossil fuels are burned at an alarming rate due to industrialization. What do you think? It's a true statement or it's a false statement? Yes, it's true, we know. Then the second sentence comes, coal is the only fuel used for generating energy. Do you think that it is right? Do you think that there is no other fuel used for generating energy? Yes, it is false. And the correct statement will be, besides coal, petroleum and natural gas are used for generating energy. Then come to the third statement. At present, nearly 85 million barrels of crude oil are used weekly. Do you think it is right? No, it is false in one place, because it will be not weekly, it will be daily. So the correct information will be like this. At present, nearly 85 million barrels of crude oil are used daily. Then the fourth sentence is, deforestation is caused by nature. No, it should be false. The right answer should be, the deforestation is caused by human beings. And the fifth sentence is, forests help consume carbon dioxide gases from the air. Yes, it is true. And so, now we can just check that what we have learned from today's class. We have come to know what are greenhouse gases. Can you remember? The carbon dioxide, methane, CFC, water vapor, etc. And then we have also learned how greenhouse gases are increasing in the atmosphere. Yes, for our own activities, we are burning coal and oil, and we are contributing these greenhouse gases in the atmosphere. And finally, we have also done one true-false. We have checked our understanding that whether we have just understood this lesson or not. You will have some works to do at your home, and this will be, you have to write a letter to the editor of a newspaper expressing your concern about growing deforestation in your area. So save our blue planet, and thank you very much.